What's up guys, Jack here, and today I'm at my newest park, and it is unbelievably amazing, the place that I put together in the 2 short days that it took me to make this place. That's like 2 days of like spending like 5-6 hours every day building. But what I've done here is unbelievable. Let's just take a look at this place. I didn't even fill up the terrain meter. I can still add in more detail too, which is amazing. But like I really like this place a lot. I did some really cool and awesome stuff here with the buildings that I put together here and everything. I'm just gonna go around and show you guys all the buildings real quick. I really like this building that I made right here. This section right here came out really nice. I made this amazing building right here. You get some sick gaps in here, some beautiful stuff. I put a teleporter in this door right here, so it teleports you up here, and you can go to one of 3 roof gaps. You can do this roof gap down into here, and you can also do the reverse of it. But you can do the roof gap down into this like bank section right here, and then or you could walk across this and do the roof gap down into there, which is a pretty fun roof gap. But then I think my favorite one is you can try to do some like funky stuff through this tree here, but you can do the roof gap from you can either take it from this side or this side, but you can do a roof gap down into here. So I put in 3 roof gaps there. So that's a couple things to skate. And then this I like this spot right here, but you can oh that wasn't even I didn't even notice that. I didn't even intend for that to be there, but I guess that's there. Huh, I might move that. I was doing the design on the wall, and I guess that got in there somehow, but that actually might be helpful. But what you can do is you can jump up on this, then I guess jump up onto that, and you're up on this platform section right here, and you can skate, and you can do this nice little gap right here. I added in a lot of rails and ledges, and oh, I gotta fix that. I didn't notice that all too well there. I'm just gonna delete that for the time being. I was gonna make some bathroom doors down here and never finished that, but yeah, I didn't notice that at the moment. I kind of saved this. Like I didn't like fully finish it. I normally don't fully finish my parks. Like I'll be like, okay, I want to add in a couple things here and there, and then I won't do it. But but you know, that's just how it goes. But yeah, this place, the architecture that I did with it, and how I designed all the buildings and everything, came out beautifully. I really like what I did here. It is like I guess a smaller park, but what it makes up for in its size, it makes up in it with its skateability. And just its amazing beauty. Like I think this is definitely my best park. Now this section down here, I started out with this building right here, and I kind of built over. I built this section, built down in here, built all this entire area. Then I kind of switched back over. I guess then I built all this section right here, and then I guess I kind of just came back in here. And this section was very bland. Originally it was just these, and there was nothing else down here. But what I did is I added in this wall detail, the benches, and this piping. Now the piping is all just the water tower, and there's different piping on different sides, and I just turned it on just different angles to make all the different piping. There's a section, there's a section, there's a section, and I kept it kind of simple, but at the same time I colored the bigger pipes like color black, just adding more detail. And then how I did this design on the wall. So first how I did the tiling is it's all just, oh yeah, this is all my props I use so the merge glitch works. But it's all just this right here. It's just this thing turned on its side, and I just used that going. I used that going all the way around to create the tile detail. But then how I did like the stone kind of detail is it's all these things. That's a DLC, and I just tilted them in the wall, and I built that. And I just originally built this, and I copied and pasted it here, and I just tilted it at a different angle. So that's how I did this entire design. And then this bench right here is just the rails colored shades of like brown and stuff. And then I took this bench and I made for the base, and I put a couple more rails in it. If you can kind of see them, those black things on top, just to make it so that was connected, so it looked more realistic, obviously. And then now you're thinking this is how did I get these? Now what I did for all this right here, like all this blue stuff and all these like these blue column sections, and these right here, is these are a basic pillar which I just copied and pasted. But how I made this pillar is it's the university signs, 2 university signs combined together, and then it's a AG wedge with another AG wedge together to make that design. And I just went through and did all that, And if you're wondering how I got the university sign to be like this white, if you're seeing that, like how it's white, like at first I was like, what? How'd I do that? But after like looking at it a little bit more closely from a couple different angles, I realized it's in like a shadowy area it's in shadow, and because it's in shadow, it actually looks white. It's not actually white. It's still the same color, but for some reason, because it's in the shadow, it's like in the shadow of this building and stuff. You can see where the shadow line right there is. It's apparently white for some reason, which was news to me. I was surprised about that. And then I have a nice little stair section down here, this is originally going to be an underground section, but I didn't have enough room, so I'm going to put in some bathrooms right here. I had started making the doors, but I never finished it. I was just going to spell out like men's room and like woman on the doors. I was going to make those. So yeah, I used the university signs going all the way around to make these kind of pillars with the AG wedges. And then this is just the roofing component. The two of them combined together to make it just look like a normal flat kind of thing, you know, like rotated. I really like these ledges now. Big fan of these ledges right here. I really like putting those in. I just added a little planter section with some grasses with the grasses in there, and those grasses are actually the trees. These trees right here. These trees are right here. That's how I did that. And then I used another roofing component to make that design. If you're wondering how I made these windows, it's actually this billboard, and the backside of it has this shiny kind of glossy feel to it, and when you sink it in, it makes like really nice windows. I learned that from a couple guys from Gorilla Cult, and then I just sunk some rails in to add in a little more detail. This middle section right here is just this tanker thing, which I used to create that. Once again, these windows are this thing right here. I don't know what it's called. I mean, you can find these things in the prop builder. This is that. How I made that bank right there is just this interesting little funky thing right there. More grass. Like I made another metal kind of thing using, you know, obviously the metal. And then I really like this gap right here. What you can do is you can pop up on here and you can grind this rail right here. Or I originally had the ledge, but the ledge was a little too hard to grind, so I put a rail there. So you can grind this rail over this gap and pop down onto there. Or you can just try to straight up do it. You can like try to shoot through the tree or like shoot off to the side right there. It's kind of cool. It's a fun gap. It's my favorite gap, I think, that I put in. It's very technical. And then right here, I made it so you can gap over this, or you can grind. You can grind the top right here. You can grind this entire section. You can grind over, you know, the doorway, or you can manny across this. I put in a nice little ledge there using this big thing, this monster thing. So you can grind that. And then from here, you can actually, if you can get it just right, you can grind this little rim right here and pop down to there, which is one of my favorites. And then I added another section right here. This is just this thing that I use for the vents, and a lot of the detailing. I'm using this a lot now. I'm using this thing right here, the tunnel thing, a lot now because it has some really good textures and details on it. Which I use the tunnel thing for this, for like this entire bottom section. I also use that grass planter again for that wall section. It's just the underneath side of it. I did it a lot in there, and then I just used this thing to hide some rails that were there. But yeah, you can grind that and pop down, and then you have another section right here where you can grind this ledge, and you can. Now you may be thinking, oh, that looks like a very hard gap. You know, you made the ceiling a little too low there. That was purposeful. I did make the ceiling purposely that low. I could have raised it, but I purposely made it low to make the gap, this nice little funky grass gap right here, more challenging. That's purposeful, you know. I know. Like a couple, when I show people this, they're gonna be like, that gap's too hard. I'm gonna be like, no, that was purposeful. I purposely did that. I purposely tried to make it funky. You gotta pop a little early and then do a grab. But yeah, I added a grass section right here, and you can, oh, FJ's wants me to, actually I'm going to show FJ this park in a second, but when I'm done with this video. But yeah, you can do this rail grind right here. You can do this rail grind, or you can do the gap, which comes out pretty good, and then you can do this section right here. You can pop up on this metal ledge, and you can either pop down into there, or pop on back into here, where you can grind this out and gap into there. And then I took industrial stacks to make these, and then I just capped them with like a little half-width ledge kind of thing to do that, and I made like a little section that you can skate up using whatever this is, just for that. And then I'd use another one of these things, one of these bad boys to do that section. And this is the planter turned upside down. Ooh, there's a lot in this park to explain to you guys. Once again, these are the same billboard windows, same basic windows, billboard windows. There's a lot of stuff, so I'm sorry if I'm missing something, but you know, I'm trying to get through this video now because I want to go play with FJ, and my lunch is almost ready. So yeah, but I think that's basically how I made everything. The billboards and everything, you know, these are ledges, you know, a lot of this is just basic stuff. How I did this was just, I just used like these sections and I kind of combined them. I put a rail in there in between to add in a little detail. You can see that, that's the rail going all the way around. But yeah, this is a tiring video. That's pretty much how these are electrical boxes colored a shade of brown. I put some rails in there, put that all around. It's just mainly detailing that I've done in here. And it takes it's just a lot of time and effort that goes into this place. I'm sorry if I missed anything in the explanation of this park. I tried getting through everything. Yeah, but I think it's definitely my best park. There's a lot of stuff that you can skate. Well, after showing FJ my first park a couple days ago, he said he liked how I designed the building and stuff, but he said that I had done too much detail to the point where there wasn't like enough skateability in the park, like there wasn't enough stuff to skate. So I think I one-upped him on this one because I added more detail and I added a whole lot more skateability. But he's probably gonna say like I made it too small. Like the park is very small, but I did do a very good job using my detail and skateability. There's tons of lines and stuff that you can skate. When I was building this place, last time when I was building, I was focusing more on the detail. But when I was building this, I was making sure that I had, you know, stuff to skate, lines to skate, you know, cool little gaps and stuff. And if he says there isn't skateability, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, oh, and I'm gonna show him like a bunch of stuff, all the stuff there's to skate. I mean, there's 3 roof gaps, there's rails, there's grinds, there's all kinds of crazy stuff in here. I made sure that there was plenty of items to skate in this video, in this park, you know, and I still, knowing me, I had to add in lots of detail, so I still did that. I mean, I think this is definitely my best park. I really went above and beyond on this one. Between the detail and the stuff to skate, there is some really sick, fresh stuff that you can do, and honestly, there's not much to improve on, in my opinion, here. And I feel like I've definitely gotten up to the status where I'm like as good as Gorilla Cult now. I still have got to build some more parks, but every time I build a park now, it just gets better and better. And, you know, my builds are even quicker now. It used to take me a couple days, like a week. Now it's just like 2 days. 2-day builds. So, yeah, I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys really like this park as much. Oh, I didn't show you guys the roof gaps. I did not show you guys the roof gaps. I still have like 2 minutes. But, yeah. Teleport right here. Teleports on up to here. And I did make a staircase back here, just in case the teleporters don't work in an online session, so you can run over here. You can just pop onto this ledge, pop over, and then you gotta run around to that stairs set. But I made a little back staircase just in case for online sessions, because sometimes teleporters don't work in online sessions. But yeah, the roof gap. Now you can either caveman or you can try to get the speed going to do that one. Caveman's when you run and jump on your board. That's what it's called. No, I don't want to teleport. Or you can, what you can do is you can skate out on this. And then you can, well, I missed, but you can pop over. Oh, stop it. So yeah, that's one of the roof gaps. I like that roof gap. That was the first one I did. And then I kind of did this park in a weird order. This was the second one I made. Because I originally had this roof section. And I was like, do I shut it off? And I was like, no, you know what? No, I'll make a nice little gap section right here. And that that actually made the park better, you know. I think that definitely made it better right here. You can do that little section. And then the final roof gap, oh crap. So if you run over here, and then you can, you can jump down into there, but you get it. Those are the 3 roof gaps, and there's that other gap right there, but fail. I was trying to take a seat right there. Yeah, but that's the entire park, guys. I hope you liked it. Please give me a like, a comment, and a subscribe.